ChainCulture.
But yeah, WhatsApp is of course the way to go. Presentation was in WhatsApp, and then it was on one computer, and then it was on the other, because you have to email it to your other computer, yeah? That's how we work here. And that's always what happens at HiveFest. That's what happens at ChainCulture. A little bit of chaos, but hey, I think it makes it personal, right? Next year, it will be even better. I think we're ready to go, Rene. Please, come up the stage. There's a guy you've never seen before, technopreneur, 10 years in Asia. Please, come up the stage. I'm going to get you a microphone. Woohoo, Rene, thanks.
Can I get a microphone?
Yes, I get a microphone. And some clicker.
Yes.
Clicker, please. Clicker, please. Clicker.
Okay, it works. Hey, now what I need is more audience. How do we get more audience? We need these chairs filled. I work many hours creating a slide deck, and then I have 20 people here. Come on. Where's Colbert? Where's Colbert? Sit down. Watch my talk. Okay. Okay, guys. We talked about this distributed AI. Even my new friend Hilal is working in that sector. Let me tell you a little bit about distributed system and decentralized AI. You see this news here? CoinDesk. CoinDesk says blockchain will drive A2A, AI marketplace boom. Why blockchain and AI have something in common, and why can this make sense to look at? There is this general knowledge, I think, right? Why blockchain? You might know, right? It's like a public trusted. We don't need to trust a bank. We can trust the blockchain, the protocol. Nothing new, right? Why blockchain? Now, why decentralized? Open source systems, community powered, and even it has like no trusted single point of failure. These things, you are not the audience who needs to learn this. You know this stuff, right? Using smart contracts to do automated, trusted execution of defined if this, then that programming code. Now, modern AI coming from machine learning, coming from even the sentient Google Lambda. One guy at Google lost his job because he said, the chatbot I created is sentient. It feels, it has feelings for me. And Google didn't like that guy running that division spoke like that to the public. People got fearful of IT systems, and that guy is out. Like, Lambda was a system which was too good for only 4 years ago. Now, you know, we chat with the ChatGPT and these things, well, they are quite human feeling like. AlphaGo played the Go game better than every player in this world. Now we are using these LLM systems, large language models, pre-trained models. Next one, coming up, please, this is terms you need to know. Need really to know these AI agents. Systems will not only give us information, they will do stuff for us. And these protocols, especially agent to agent protocol, this is something where one agent, Rene's agent, will talk to your agent, your restaurant's agent. Hey, I'm the agent of Mr. Rene. I'm booking a table for tonight. And your agent will say, okay, got it, yes. My agent will then confirm to me in Telegram or Slack or whatever, job done, boss, right? These agents, who will run and operate these agents? That is then the question we need to talk about. The leader in AI will become the leader of the world. This was already how many years ago? Almost 7 years ago, right? By another VIP coming next week to KL. Looking forward to Putin and Trump, right? Meeting in KL. Arms race. There's an arms race. The centralized AI systems now operated by corporates, by nations. All these big names, they love each other. You know, NVIDIA, AMD, OpenAI, they buy each other. Didn't we see news? One buys 100 million here, buys 100 million there. They love this concentration of power. And it's very interesting for stakeholders to have control, to have ownership in these systems which will run our lives in their vision. Does this have our best interest in mind? I mean, all of you, you are familiar with DeFi, with blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hive. You're familiar with this. And decentralized systems are not always built for us. They are built for somebody else, making best use of us. Loss of individual freedom, public opinion. You know, this is why in China they are very interested to train their own models, because the models we use mostly are of opinions from the Western world, right? Makes sense. Now, our species is on that high-risk trajectory, which has high reward, high risk, and putting AI into the hands of the people is the way to avoid the disaster. Ben Goertzel is one of the big ethics in AI researchers, and just recently he said these words and many other wise words, which I can't display today, all of them. If you're interested in where is humanity going, where is technology and AI going, that name is what you need to watch YouTube videos and read the books. Now, DeAI. Let's put AI into the hands of the people. Yeah, we've done it for tokens for finance. Now it's time for AI. Combining AI with Web3, blockchain. This ERC 8004 is like a tooling for AI agents. Discovery means that my agent working for me, I say, book me a flight tomorrow. The agent would search in a discovery mode. What other agent do I contact to book flights, or to compare flights, compare. After found good flight, then another agent might do the booking with KLM or another airline. So this needs a discovery. Which agent do I contact? And this will work using distributed systems to build AI systems that are open, transparent, community governed, not controlled by a single centralized company. This is what blockchain is about. And now, looking here. Same, yeah, we've done it for tokens and finance. AI meets crypto. Crypto for AI can provide this decentralized infrastructure, as mentioned here. And AI for crypto can even provide intelligence. There can be trading, you know, yield generation, AI agents doing trading for you, all this can be done. But looking at use cases here, money can be moved around, payments can be done by these agents. And these agents, if they were operated by OpenAI, by these companies, they need access to your password manager to log into your airline account. They might need your credit card numbers, your private keys. This is why we in the future might want to use systems locally installed and tapping into a community-powered API call system which provides the inference, the compute for your local agent to run transfers of money, to run your possible investment portfolio. We have authenticity affirmations. This means that when you have an agent saying, I work for Rene, how do we know that he really works for me? I might have signed a transaction that this is really authorized by me. And even media, even other things need to be affirmed. Are they real or are they computer generated? Tokenomics, that's another point here, whereby in open source or community projects, we always have the issue on how to remunerate the contributors. Remunerate means they need to get something, the contributors of projects, for what they do. And this is something what the smart contracts on blockchains can handle very well with a governance system handled by the smart contracts. And looking here, funding open innovation. This is something where tokenomics models exist. And the project I had mentioned in the panel session earlier, Morpheus, is one application of exactly this problem solving, how to have a decentralized system, community owned and community built, and then have the contributors incentivized, right? I won't go into the details here, but just to inspire you that there are solutions to run that, and a solution to work with the proportional emission of tokens, which community voting happens and decides how many tokens would which contributor get. We have the possibility to have this restaking of the yield-bearing tokens, which then power the value of the whole system. But I won't go into the detail explaining this one now in details. So what we need now, we need even the distributed ownership. That is something else what the Researchers are right now, like Ben Shapiro, another name. Shapiro is one guy who predicts the world in the post-labor economics. And post-labor, we won't have jobs for everybody and salaries for everybody, but we need to co-own the infrastructure we use. And this goes into that direction. We can co-own the systems we use, and this is something that runs the world, and we would want to co-own. Chris Dixon wrote a wonderful book about the Web 1, 2, 3, like reading only, writing, or now owning. We can own things on chain, right? And normally AI centralizes power, favoring the incumbent governments and companies, extracting value from us. And we have this, we call it antidote, right? I go a bit far, but to call this can rescue humanity. And like open source, this open service layer can service the communities with the governance included through the token mechanisms. And now the creators can collaborate through value flow economics with tokenomics. Open source AI, blockchain communities create co-own share rewards. Morpheus, this is like not a blockchain. This is just a set of smart contracts handling these tokenomics. And decentralized fair token launch means that it is like towards who contributes how much can get which amount of tokens. Anyhow, this model is is a fascinating model, which is a fair model where projects under Morpheus can start their own project and attract voting towards them and then get their own token emissions of tokens of value as a new form of running the economics, like the microeconomics of their business, a community-owned business. And it empowers users fully where control and transparency is put to the blockchain, individual ownership of the systems where the owners of the systems operate them and tap into the decentralized networks. Morpheus offers these toolkits, frameworks, how to build, and we are looking for builders using decentralized AI instead of the centralized one to come away from the dark side, come to the side where people really want to create a value for humanity. The AGI, artificial general intelligence, is ahead. Even the super intelligence, more clever than humans, is ahead of us. And if this happens within corporate boundaries, it might be dangerous. So it is risky. It doesn't have humans' best interest in mind. And so I just want you guys to look at these few bullet points. Maybe one or two of these points resonates with you. Be a pro user. Just don't only consume. Join communities. Who am I talking to here? You are in the right communities. Explore open source, decentralized alternatives. Own the part of the tech. Consider the risks of going too centralized. Study the near and midterm AI trends and risks and look at the ethical considerations. What does AI mean for humanity? Like Olaf was saying, that we are the last generation to see the world before AI took over. So value this, please. Be critical, be creative, and don't just use the systems, but think how you can co-create, co-own them, and make best use for you and for the whole humanity of it. Ensure the technology serves the humanity. That's the ethos of what we do, right? Why blockchain? Why crypto? Why DeFi? That is why DAI, not to serve only the overlords. Okay, thank you very much. That's the last slide, and I'm happy to answer questions or to have you builders talk to me. How can we build a better future together? Thank you. Okay. Wow, thanks for the claps. Okay. Yes. Okay. Anybody, anything? Or, yes. Hershey. Yes, I give you the Hersh. Okay, I give you the mic. Okay.
Hi, I would like to ask, okay, so if let's say I'm the developer of the applications, so who owns it?
Okay, if you're a developer of your application, normally you build applications for users, and that application solves a use case. And nowadays, applications you build, most of these applications use some AI elements, right? And you build the application how you like. You set up a company, you own it, or you do your own community project with a fair token launch funding. You and your community can own that project. But the underlying infrastructure layer, that is what we are doing at Morpheus, to own, as in community own, the project, the Morpheus infrastructure project, providing the frameworks for the builders who can build based on whatever ownership models they prefer. If they are sufficiently green-washed, like Morpheus green color, green-pilled, green pill, not green-washed. If it's sufficiently green-pilled, then they might say, hey, I want the same token model like Morpheus started to use. So just to attract the community, voting, token issuance, tokens have value because of a capital, a restaking contracts, complicated stuff, but there is ways how to have a perpetuum mobile, like a running machine, generating revenue for a project based on community interest and participation. And so your community can own your project, or you can own it. We are promoting now the underlying infrastructure to be out of the hands of the corporate ownerships. Does that answer the question mostly? Okay, we can talk later more about this and see what cool stuff are you building. Okay, nice, okay. Are you from the House of Bytes team? Nice, okay. House of Bytes, yes, good friends, good, nice. Okay, anybody, anything else? Or we are kicked off stage? Hey, okay, thank you.
ChainCulture.